bottles on these things just keep getting crazier and crazier. His Confessions, brand new by Lattafa.
Here's some codes to save you some cash on your next Middle Eastern, niche, or designer fragrances.
What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new from Lattafa, His Confessions, a pretty crazy looking bottle design, if I may say so myself. So first things first, before we look into the presentation, hit that subscribe button and forgive me if I do stumble a little bit. I'm coming under the weather just a little bit. His Confessions presentation is actually pretty grand, including the box. It looks like so, and when the fragrance rests in the box, you got this little dude just peeking at you. Like, bro, what are you looking at, man? But pulling out the bottle in itself, it's not that heavy weight of a bottle. The box is magnetic as well, and you have that Lattafa stamp on the back. The bottle itself reminds me of their Eclair bottles. It's the same shape, but the cap is where the differences are. It's pretty crazy, pretty unique. It is plastic, but it has like a medium weight to it. It's not too flimsy, but it isn't anything that's like solid or, you know, just a heavy duty style thing. Before we get into today's video, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway with 3 Lattafa fragrances, one of which is actually, these 2 are brand new, and one is a little bit older, but it's still really good. This is called Artisan Ethnique. I covered this in an earlier video. It smells a lot like Sugar Addict, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's like drowning in sugar, basically. A lot of rum, some spices, etc. I find it to be unisex, leaning slightly femme as well, but it just smells like baking cupcakes, and then you just poured it all over your head. And then there's another one called Peace and Love, and I believe this is inspired by Soy Malacroix by Von something. I'm sorry, it's a niche style DNA. I'm not the craziest about it. It does smell very sophisticated and elegant. It has like a silk note, which you can absolutely smell, and rose. Very sophisticated and long lasting. Both of these are absolutely nuclear stuff. So a lot of the more recent releases from Lattafa are going to be exactly that. They're pretty damn strong. Not everything, but for the most part. Speaking of not that damn strong, is going to be Lattafa's Liam Blue Shine. So I guess I ordered this on accident. This one was given to me by Beauty House right here, the Lattafa's His Confessions, but I made an order for a couple of other fragrances, not knowing that I already had these 2 already. Must have been a double. With His Confessions, I really wasn't expecting anything that was going to, I don't know what the hell I was expecting. Let's be real here for a second, okay? Atomizer on this is pretty good as well, but the first blast, what I'm reminded of is like, wow, okay, La Nuit de l'Homme vibes with a little bit of orris. I got like this cardamom, moss, amber, and that, it's not necessarily like a lipstick style of iris, but it does have that buttery nature to it. Very intoxicating and vanillic as well. Cedar, vanilla. I love this style scent profile. It's a date night style scent with not too much of the cardamom. I think it was just my mind immediately as soon as I get into this style scent profile thinking of those date style fragrances like Dolce & Gabbana The One, etc. But what this is in fact inspired by is a Celine fragrance called Black Tie. And Black Tie's notes has orris, cedar, musk, there's also moss and vanilla. And that's pretty much what you'll find in this fragrance as well. So that's a fragrance for like over 250 bucks. The scent profile of this does absolutely smell niche, but it's not something that, gentlemen, you're gonna wear to like school and stuff like that. It smells like a very proper powdery vanillic date fragrances, and that's pretty much it. Although I find that this one, like many other powdery fragrances, to lean unisex, so women can get away with this. There's enough cedarwood and oak moss and woody factors to this one to, in my opinion, lean slightly more masculine than anything. But it is that vanilla and orris that does give it a touch of the unisex traits. It's unisex, definitely is unisex, but I would think that this will smell better on a man. In terms of the performance for this one, this isn't something that's going to be a screamer or crazy projector, but it does last for like at least 8 hours. So I sprayed this on a couple days in a row for the last 2 days I've been living with this fragrance, especially around the house, and it would project for about the first 30 minutes, about 2 feet, and then aside from that, it's more like a bubble, just like 1 foot at the most, for like a solid 8 to 9 hours, especially on clothing is where this one will last. So performance is going to be above average. It's not beastly, but it's appropriate for what its intended uses should be for, which is going to be for dates, the office, and maybe even special occasions if it's like a dinner where everybody's close and sitting together. You want to smell soft and sophisticated. The seasons for this are going to be perfect during the fall, the wintertime will work, and even during the springtime. There are a couple of different aspects to this fragrance that I really enjoy that reminds me of like aspects that you'll get in fabric softener fragrances like Prada L'Homme, and then a little bit of those heavy cedar influenced fragrances like La Nuit de l'Homme, and then some, you know, approachable and sexy factors like Dolce & Gabbana The One, except I will say that it doesn't have nearly as much ambers or those spices as the last mentioned The One fragrance. So all in all, I think it's a pretty good fragrance. I would personally give this one like an 8.25 $1.95. I think it's great. The presentation's stellar. I mean, I think this is pretty damn sick for a cheapie. It might be a little bit gimmicky because of its weight, but still, aside from that, it's still pretty sick and different. It's a talking piece, that's for damn sure. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my honest opinion on his Confessions by Lattafa. I do think that if you're a collector in the Middle Eastern realm, this is one of the ones that I think you should grab and get your nose on, because it offers you scent profiles that are not common in this price range. They don't happen in this price range, period. And the quality of this is definitely something of at least an 8 to a 10 in terms of quality. So it doesn't smell cheap, it gives you above average longevity, and it's a very unique smelling scent profile. I love powdery, I love sexy, I love those date style fragrances, and that's why this is something that I would give a decent rating for. So in terms of the giveaway for Peace and Love, and these are like $50 fragrances, you guys. This one's a little bit cheaper. All you have to do is make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and put down in the comments section which most recent Lattafa fragrance you've enjoyed the most. Simple as that. In 5 days, check the community tab where I will be posting the winner, and then you can DM me or send me an email if you are the winner. Please don't fall for any scams, telegrams, asking for money, phone numbers, all that stuff. It doesn't happen. So be safe out there. In 5 days, check that community tab. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button anyway, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.